Psalm 132. The vow that David made to God was that he won't eat or he won't rest until he has made a house for God. 2-5. He will not go home or go to bed, rest, or sleep until he provide a place for the Lord, a home for God. And then we read verses 10-12. Do not reject your chosen king. You solemn that a promise that you would not take back. God will make one of David's son king, and he will rule after David. That if his sons are true to God's covenant and to the commands that God gives them, their sons also will succeed David for all time as kings. The promise that God made to David is that if David's descendant obey their covenant with God, that God will keep them as king, and their descendants too. Similar promise. God also promised that He has chosen Zion. He wants to make it a home. That Zion is where God will live forever. He will let the poor in the city have food to eat and provide Zion with everything that they need. Bless the Zion's priests in all they do, and her people will sing and shout for joy. And that one of David's descendants will be a great king, and he will preserve the rule of God's chosen king. So it's talking about Jesus, that God will cover his enemy, the king's, that descendant's enemy with shame, and that great kingdom will prosper and flourish. So that's talking about Jesus. Amen.